My name is Catherine, and until last Christmas, I had always believed I was just the quiet, hard-working one in the family, the one who never quite fit in with their loud social gatherings. My younger sister Anna, on the other hand, was the golden child. She could do no wrong in my parents' eyes, and everything she did was praised. On Christmas Day, I settled into a quiet day alone, hoping to make the best of it. I spent the afternoon watching holiday movies, trying to stay positive despite the loneliness that surrounded me. But around 3 p.m., as I was scrolling through Instagram, my heart sank. There, right before my eyes, was a fresh post from my cousin. Nah, perfect family Christmas at Anna's. So blessed to have everyone together. Family traditions, Christmas dinner. The photo showed my entire family, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, even my grandmother, gathered around Anna's elegant dining table, all smiling and enjoying a celebration I wasn't invited to. I stared in disbelief. The sky was clear and sunny in the pictures. There was no ice storm. My family had lied to me. They'd told me the Christmas dinner was canceled because of a fictional ice storm, but they'd conveniently decided not to invite me. The betrayal stung, especially after all the times they'd canceled events, claiming circumstances or family emergencies. I had been excluded for years, and now I knew the truth. The next morning, I received a text from my mom. "Hope you had a nice quiet Christmas. We missed you." Her words felt hollow, a final slap in the face. I had spent my entire life trying to earn their approval, doing everything I could to meet their expectations. But nothing was ever enough. Anna always seemed to be the perfect one, while I was dismissed as the boring, too serious daughter. But this time it was different. I had finally seen the truth, and I wasn't going to make excuses for them anymore. I called my mom, my voice steady despite the raw emotions inside me. "I saw the photos from Christmas dinner," I said. "The dinner you said was canceled due to an ice storm. You all looked so happy together. But I wasn't there." My voice cracked just slightly, but I held my ground. The silence on the other end of the phone was deafening. "Well," my mom stammered, "Anna organized it last minute, and you're always so quiet. You make everyone uncomfortable at family gatherings." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "So you thought it was better to lie to me? To make me spend Christmas alone?" I pressed. "How many other times have you done this, Mom? How many other times have you excluded me and then lied about it?" Her response was predictable. "You're being too sensitive, Catherine. You always do this. Anna wanted everything to be perfect. We were trying to avoid awkwardness." That was it. I had had enough. "No, Mom, I'm not the problem. I never was. It's you and Anna. You have always treated me like an afterthought." I ended the call, my hands shaking. I sat there staring at my phone, realizing that this wasn't just about a single holiday or family event. This was about years of being excluded, manipulated, and emotionally drained by the people who were supposed to love me. The next day, I wrote an email to my entire family, exposing the truth. I attached the screenshots of my mom's texts, showing her false excuse for canceling Christmas dinner, and the social media photos showing the real family gathering. I hit send and waited. The responses started pouring in almost immediately. My Aunt Marie claimed they forgot to tell me. Uncle Robert suggested I was overreacting. My cousin Na quickly deleted the Christmas photos and accused me of causing unnecessary drama. But it was Anna's response that hit me the hardest. She wrote me a long, condescending email about how I never make an effort and how she just wanted one perfect holiday. She even suggested that excluding me was for my own good. But the most telling response came from my parents. Instead of apologizing, they attacked me. My mom called mutual family friends, spinning a story about how I was having a breakdown. My father sent me a stern email about respecting family privacy and how airing our dirty laundry was unacceptable. Anna sent me a text. "Mom's crying. Everyone's upset. You ruined Christmas." That's when I realized the depth of their manipulation. They had stolen from me for years, made me feel unworthy, and when I finally stood up for myself, they tried to turn the blame on me. They were trying to control me once more. I knew what I had to do. I had already been contacted by Rachel, a former family friend who had been managing my parents' finances. She had come to me with an explosive revelation. My inheritance, $300,000 from my grandfather, had been stolen by my parents. They had been using it to fund Anna's lifestyle, her yoga retreats, and her failed business ventures, all while I worked overtime to pay for my education and help my family. With Rachel's help, I built a case against them. I tracked every unauthorized transfer, every misused power of attorney, and every fraudulent document. I hired a lawyer specializing in estate fraud, Sarah Chin, who confirmed that my parents' actions were illegal. I gave them one final chance to make things right. I sent them an email requesting a family meeting, outlining my findings and demanding restitution. They agreed to meet, probably thinking they could manipulate me once more. When they arrived, I slid 3 folders across the table, one for each of them. Inside were the bank statements, legal documents, and a letter from my lawyer detailing their fraud. I gave them 2 options: return the funds and sign a confession, or face criminal charges. My father turned pale, Anna began shaking, and my mother tried to deflect. They accused me of blackmail, but I calmly reminded them, "This isn't blackmail. This is justice. You stole from me for years." They left in a panic, and I knew they wouldn't make the right choice. They didn't. They tried to destroy evidence, but I had already submitted everything to the authorities. The police arrived with search warrants, and soon after, I watched as my father was escorted from his workplace in handcuffs, Anna's yoga studio was seized, and my mother was arrested at one of her charity events. The truth was out. The family that had turned their back on me, manipulated me, and stolen from me had finally been exposed. A year later, I was sitting in my new home in Denver. My father and mother had taken plea deals, agreeing to pay restitution. Anna's yoga empire had crumbled, and she was forced to get a real job. I had built a new life, free from their control. I had genuine friends, respected colleagues, and even some distant cousins who apologized for their past behavior. One afternoon, Rachel visited with a photo album she had found while cleaning out her office. She showed me a photo of my grandfather and me, both laughing as he taught me how to fish. Rachel told me, "Your grandfather always said you were the strong one. He believed you would overcome it." I touched the photo, remembering his kind smile. His inheritance had not only been a financial gift, but a final lesson in standing up for myself. I had built a new life on my terms, and it was a life worth living. Sometimes the best revenge isn't about getting even. It's about getting free.